Soon after Harry enters Midwich, he finds 3 notes written in blood which appear to be part of a class schedule. The first one includes a direct reference to alchemy, gold, and the future. The second note mentions silver songs and awakening. This note infers the present. And the third note mentions darkness, silence, and opening time's door. This note clearly represents the past. The notes are clues as to the ritualistic puzzles which await Harry. First, Harry uses the concentrated hydrochloric acid to dissolve the hand grasping the gold medallion. Gold is a noble metal which does not react with hydrochloric acid, so the medallion is left intact. The most significant observation to be made here is that Harry is moving backwards in terms of the operations of physical alchemy by starting with gold, which means that Alessa is taking him through her past memories at Midwich Elementary. In order to emphasize this point, Harry finds distilled water and comments that there is no need to take it, as distillation is the 6th or second to last operation of alchemy. Notice this is a left hand which is holding the gold medallion. This is important because no detail should be left to chance in the operations of alchemy and ritual magic. In occult study, every last detail is highly significant, and anything even slightly out of place serves to invalidate the ceremony. The left hand indicates the analytical side of the brain, the masculine, and the metaphysical. It symbolizes God or the Father, and of course, the medallion itself has an image of the clock tower impressed upon it. Also, the medallion must be placed on the left-hand side of the tower in order to gain entry. In case you were wondering why alchemists were so obsessed with gold, this can be summed up in one word: immortality. In an ephemeral or transient world such as ours, where even the sun and earth will cease to exist one day, somehow gold is among the few substances in this world which the alchemists of antiquity could not destroy. The element of gold, created only from the most violent and destructive events in the known universe, such events being supernovas in specific, emerges this most divine and rare material with its otherworldly properties. So this should most certainly contain the master key to the divine mysteries of the universe, according to the alchemists. So gold was this enigmatic material that represented really the secrets. If you could understand gold completely, if you could make gold out of the lesser metals, then you could unlock the keys to the universe. Now, the second puzzle with the piano relates to alchemy by way of the silver medallion, as well as the musical octaves. Unlike the gold medallion puzzle, which is approached from a scientific and analytic perspective, obtaining the silver medallion requires the player to utilize their creative or feminine side. The player must decipher the allegory of the birds and relate it to the keys on the piano in order to solve the puzzle. Such an exercise is the polar opposite of the previous puzzle, requiring something beyond mere analytical faculties. And of course, silver is akin to the moon, the physical realm, and the feminine. Now, Harry must place the golden sun on the left and the silver moon on the right. This is most typically how the masculine and feminine, or metaphysical and physical, are presented in Western occult texts. However, the most important thing to point out here is that the door in the center is between the realms of the divine and the earthly, which tells us quite clearly that this is the door to the other world, which is a sort of hidden realm lying between the levels of spirit and matter. So in a sense, it represents a Vesica Pisces where two combine into one, allowing a third to pass through. So this is a portal from which heaven and earth are joined, such as the case with childbirth. This unification of heaven and earth associated with the doorway also happens again at the very end of the game. Now, if you look closely, Harry enters the tower. He first descends the ladder and goes back the way he came underground, and then goes up a second ladder, which takes him back to the courtyard of Midwich Elementary. This important rite of passage symbolizes the silver moon, or the feminine, by going down into the earth, and commemorates the golden sun by ascending the ladder. This rite of passage brings Harry into a hidden dimension of Alessa's memory that we refer to as the otherworld. And it seems to be a place that Dahlia has been unable to access. The path leads Harry right back to the school courtyard again, but somehow this is a different place. Suddenly it's raining, and Harry discovers the seal of Metatron painted in blood on the stonework. The rain is used as a visual cue to tell the player that they are in a different place, despite being back in the courtyard again.